Hello everyone. I think I've actually fixed the flickering of the camera to a certain extent. It's not half as, you've seen the videos, you know what it's doing. It's flickering a bit, but I think I fixed that, so that's good. Today what we're going to do is, I spoke about it a small bit already, is we're going changing these headlights in the Massey Ferguson. As you can see, we already have the ordinary headlights, came with these first day. And we're going to take them out, we're going to replace them with some LED replacement headlights, which we have here. Oh, I haven't fixed my camera, but anyway, that's what we have. We have these Sperex LED headlight replacement kits, and I'm going to unbox it and I'm going to remove the headlights that are in the tractor, and hopefully this should be a very straightforward process. I'll show you the bits and pieces are in the boxes. I think there's also a bracket to suit Fords. Some Fords obviously have the same headlight, so just a different mounting bracket. But anyway, what I'm going to get stuck in is taking out the old ones, put them down the box here next to it. We'll compare and make it as simple and as straightforward about sticking them in as possible. Right, so these are screwed in, and if there's two fasteners I hate, it's screws and Allen keys, because trying to get a right size screwdriver to fit is not always easy, and usually the Allen key studs are either going to round or have already been rounded. So a good old fashioned bolt, nothing wrong with it. I don't know why they go with these things a lot of the time, even those torque settles are a lot better than screws and Allen keys, but obviously in this application they're adjustable. That's why you have a spring there for setting the height of your headlights. So I suppose there's a method to the screws, but definitely wouldn't be a favourite of mine. So anyway, thankfully enough in this they're coming out easily, and I would imagine there's new ones supplied with the other lamp, so put a bit of grease in them and it'll make it easier if they ever have to be removed again, but hopefully they will never have to be removed again. So I'm going to remove the two lamps and we'll throw them down the ground there and do a bit of a comparison and see what's what, and I'll let you know. Well, we were one rounded screw away from it becoming a 3-day ordeal, but luckily we got it out with the vice grips, so they're out. That was relatively easy, bar that minor bit of a, can't say the word on YouTube. And this is basically what we have inside here. So we have our springs, we have our brackets, I have our lights most importantly, and I must say now they are a fabulous looking light, a really nice looking light. Comparing like with like, well, it looks relatively the same. They're a lovely looking light. So I'm just gonna figure out which brackets go on which. Give a read over the instructions. I'd assume there could be a left and a right, you wouldn't know. So I'm going to do that and I'll let you know what to say, and we'll get to sticking them in, which I'd say is going to be very, very simple, to be fair, and that should be done within a matter of moments. So I'll be talking to you there again in a minute. Basically, once I figure out what we have to do, I want to figure out whether there's a left and a right, so I'm going to do that and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so there's no left and right. I was away in my own world about automotive or cars and that kind of thing, and you have left and right beams, your beam pattern and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, basically you have, this is the Massey bracket and this is something else. The box list is suitable for Massey Ferguson, Ford and Fint, so I'd assume you've 6 holes in this to suit something else. Basically in the instructions what they're saying is, they're saying you screw your mounting bracket onto your light, and then you put these big springs and a little clip on the back of these holes, and that's how you squeeze your headlight. But obviously they're working off of a different application, and that would be a tractor that its screws are outside the grill opposed to inside the grill. This tractor, the screws are inside the grill, so what we're doing is we're using the existing screws and springs off of the old headlights, but they're going to be there anyway. So just a reminder, if you're doing this, mind your springs and either get new screws or mind your screws. I had a couple of spare screws there that are stainless, so I stuck them in to any of the originals that were damaged. I've one light in, I'm going to put in this one now, and you'll be able to see what I have to do. Okay, so you have that small bracket, obviously as I was saying, goes on around it. There's 4 small little screws holding that bracket on. They're supplied with the packet. I have them here, just fishing them out of the bag, and they go on rather easily. So there's 4 of these. So basically what they're doing is they're holding your headlight onto your headlamp holder, I suppose you'd call it, on the tractor. And all it really is 4 screws. You couldn't get it more straightforward, I suppose. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do here is put down the old springs, lift my headlight a small bit, and stick in the old springs. Screws in position. Write this one down. Of course you could just take this grill off fully if you wanted and walk it on the ground, but there's not much need really. It's still have plenty of room this way. I don't know why the camera goes like that. If there's any experts in filming watching this, let me know why it does that with this light. I think it's still at us. It's probably coming and going from doing it there now, but let me know, because honestly I haven't a clue why it's doing it. I know it's something to do with the light, but after that I'm stumped. So let me know in the comments why the camera does that. Other than that, we have it nearly fitted. All we have really to do now is just squeeze these down. But that's why I was saying to you, if you are going to do this, remember your springs, keep your springs, because the ones in the bag are for a different application. And you will need these ones. So you're almost there now. Well, I'm not going to stare straight in at them, but they seem to be a nice light off them, in fairness. That's just the dims. I'm going to wait to put on the fulls and do a bit of a comparison tonight. We'll go up to the shed and we'll compare to the old ones, but you've more or less seen that live now. That's taken an all in all of about 10 minutes, and I think there's a savage light off of them. So all in all, I'm very impressed. But tonight will be the real trial of it. You'll get to see that above in the shade. So that's kind of basically it for this video. I won't be doing any more talking after this bit. You'll be able to see it alright, the comparison, the before and after, but this is it for me. Thanks very much for the buys in Agri Auto Parts Tralee. they've supplied us with these lights, and they do a full range of that Sparex kind of light stuff. They're also supplied the roof lights for the CVX. Check them out, check out their website, check them out on Facebook, Agri Auto Parts, and they have an awful range of stuff, from basically their name tells it all, from agricultural stuff to automotive stuff. They're kind of a one-stop really for everything. Most of what you'd see us using here, from you know, paint even, they do an awful lot of paint and 2-pack paints and all that kind of thing. So definitely worth looking them up. Give them a like on Facebook, and more importantly, give them a shout if you're looking for any lights, and they will be able to look after you. So they have 3 places. They're in Tralee, Listowel and Killarney, and any of the 3 places really, they're helpful in any of them. If we're ever walking near either of those places and we were stuck, could always run in, and they'd always get you out of trouble. So that's basically it for me. Thanks everyone who's watched. I've enjoyed doing this one now. It's something a bit different, and it's kind of the first of this kind of stuff we've done, but definitely more than impressed with those lights, and tonight I'm sure we'll see a huge difference. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week sometime. Well, I'd consider that a very good improvement. They're your dims, they're your fulls, and as you can see, it's a marked difference on what we had yesterday. A lot clearer, a lot more visibility with them. I'll just stick it out the door here so you'll get a look. So yeah, definitely improvement. So anyway, that's it for this video. See you there next week.